Hello guys, Helmet Head here for another one of those little chats, one of the little vlogs that we do. Today I wanted to talk about Royal Enfield and a little bit about the history of Royal Enfield and the quality as well. I mean, obviously Royal Enfield started off as a British company that then was bought out and moved to India, where they produced the Royal Enfield bullet bikes, and I believe it's for the army at the time. And obviously they've kept production up to today. They're huge in India, massive, absolutely everywhere. Everyone loves them. In this country, they've got kind of a slight, kind of known to have oil leaks and issues and things like this. But if you look at price, they are one of the cheapest bikes you can buy. And they've got that real kind of 50s look and that kind of 50s feel. And you've got to put your take your hat off to them. They've kept that going, and they've changed the engines for all the silly emission things that we have and all that stuff, and they just make a really nice looking bike. They always have and they always will. They've recently come up with their I believe it's the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, and that looks really good. Now, a few years ago I went and sat on the Royal Enfield Bullet 500 because I watched Guy Martin do his go to India, buy a Royal Enfield, ride it around, etc. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool, I want to go and do that. So instantly I'd turn around and say that that made me want to sort of, buy one. And so I went to the bike show and I went and sat on one, and my kind of issue is it didn't feel quality. I mean, it's a £4,000 bike, isn't it? But it just thought, does it feel quality? It didn't feel that good. A few years later, obviously, I go back and sit on the Interceptor, and it feels really good. The quality looks good. It feels good to sit on. And I generally think that potentially is a Triumph Bonneville, sort of that kind of league of bike. And I'd really be interested. I believe it's about £6,500. £6,500 for that. It looks good, and I wonder what it rides like. It's a big question there, but it looks good. The quality feels good. It's a big jump up from the Bullet. But yeah, that's Royal Enfield, and Royal Enfield are what they are. They are there to sort of be that retro classic kind of bike. Another interesting thing that they did come out with though was they came out with like their adventure bike, the Himalayan. And I think it looks ugly. I've got to be honest, it looks like an ugly bike. But the reviews are getting better and better and better for it. And it's around, I believe, about the 250cc mark. And there is somebody doing like a round the world trips on them. And again, they're not expensive and they do the job. And if you look at the stuff that people do in India, they take even those little bullets all the way up top of mountains and on crazy roads, and there's loads of them sat on it and they're flying around, and it's like, wow, these are quite durable bikes. You put the Himalayan, I can't even say the word, can I? If you put that in the mix as well, though, I mean, is that a around the world bike? It'd be a good question, wouldn't it? It'd be a good reliability test if it makes it all the way around without having sort of major issues. So yeah, Royal Enfield are coming, sort of getting better and better and better, and I think the brand's going to become sort of very, very strong quite quickly. So well done, Royal Enfield, and keep the good work up. Anyway, this is Helmet Head. If you could do me a big favour and you enjoy the vlogs, if you could subscribe, give me a thumbs up and hit the bell button, and then you won't miss out on another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.